for Mr. Will, my teacher. Make sure you check out my channel and subscribe to Teacher Will.
Howdy! Hello, my name is Alex Kupfer, otherwise known as Teacher Alex. I'm 29 years old and I've been living in Thailand for the past year working as a teacher in Rayong province. Okay, well, why did I become an ESL teacher? Teaching had been something I'd been thinking about for quite some time. I finished school with 3 A levels in humanities, so that was English, history, theatre studies, and I went to read philosophy and English at university. So these are all subjects that are quite well geared toward teaching. And I've been thinking about it for quite some time and didn't really follow it up. I flitted between different jobs for quite some time, did all kinds of things. And in the end, actually my little brother, Will Kupfer, who you may know from this channel here, he actually got out a little bit before me, about a year before me, beat me to it, and established quite a good base there. And basically I thought, well, why am I working a job I don't really like very much back in London, when I could be doing this, when I could be going to a whole, an amazing new country, and working a job I actually enjoy, and I feel like I'm doing something good.
3, 2, 1, go! Bye bye. Go home.
Well, I guess some of the best things about, well, obviously the main best thing is that you're usually working in some exotic foreign country where it's sunny and beautiful. It's an amazing new culture to be part of and to get to know. And as well as that, you really, I know I mentioned this before, but you really feel like you're doing something that benefits people. You feel like you're doing a job that helps society and the human race overall. Like, well, that might be a bit over the top, but you really feel like you're doing some good for people. It's a fun job as well. It's genuinely fun. I've never had as much fun in a job, and I genuinely wake up every morning with a smile on my face most mornings. Because it's good. You go into work, feeling good, and you come out feeling good. You meet some good people doing this job.
Rayong, Nun, cry now, Bam.
Okay, what are the worst things? Oh, the worst things. Okay, well, obviously, like any job and like anything in life, there are some bad sides to it as well. I'd say one thing that you might notice fairly quickly, particularly if you're working, in some places in Asia, is perhaps the level of organisation perhaps isn't what you'd expect compared to back home. It's not uncommon to be told about events the day that they happen. That's quite normal. You sort of get used to it. Of course, aside from that, you might say that, one of the first things you notice is that you sort of, you obviously miss your family, your good friends back home, that kind of thing. But, obviously you get over it. It's a new experience, you go to new places, and you make new friends whilst you're there. I guess, aside from that, there isn't really that much bad about it.
Dudao. Pie. Dudao. Pie is out, yay! Tim. Piganu. Oh. Ganya.
Don't forget rabbit 1 and rabbit 2.
Okay, what should people expect? Firstly, expect to be really hot all the time. That's one thing. Pack lots of cool clothes. Flip-flops are a must. T-shirts and shorts, that kind of stuff. As a teacher, what you can expect is, what I'd say is that don't expect it to be a walkover holiday camp job. It's not like that. It is a job of work. Most schools you're expected to be in from normal working hours, from 8 till 4, 9 till 5, whatever. And you can't just sort of come in for your class and go home and relax. It's a real job of work. You're in an educational institution. You have to adhere to the rules of the school and all that. Adhere to aspects of Thai culture. For example, having to stand for the King's Song, which isn't something we're traditionally used to back home. You just do it. Everyone does it, and it's part of the draw, really. expect that your main obstacle also might not. It'll be communicating ideas that are, you know, maybe abstract concepts that are kind of advanced to some of the higher levels. The level can vary wildly from children who can barely speak a word or two and barely understand a word or two to children who are really almost fluent. So it's kind of tailoring your teaching style or teaching methods to different levels of student and different methods that they've been used to in the past.
Bam. Nun. Rayong. Khai nào. Chụp tìm. Ôi, đấy mà.
Okay, and advice for any potential teachers in Thailand. Okay, well, one of the first and most important things, and one of the things you'll probably hear fairly soon upon arriving, is go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't get frustrated. Don't lose your cool. It's not really the done thing in Thailand. People don't rage and rant about things like they do back home. It's, you just sort of get on with things, even despite frustrations and that sort of thing. Yeah, just you know, maintain a cool head and accept that things are different from how they are back home. Don't expect it to be, you know, like a, you know, a country in the West with a different language. It's very different. There are different aspects to culture, and that's the other thing. It's about also immersing yourself in a new place, in a new culture. It's a great learning experience. It's a great learning curve. You know, meet Thai people, make Thai friends, try and learn the language a little bit. You know, even to a limited degree. You're going to have to. And yeah, you know, it's about getting out of your comfort zone. It's about doing things you haven't before, experiencing new things, saying yes to more things. Ultimately, you've already moved halfway around the world. Presumably, you're, you know, already out of your comfort zone. Why stop there? Experience as much as you can.
Rayong. Khai nào. Kanya. Rayong out. Chụp tìm.
Okay, and why should people teach in Thailand as opposed to anywhere else in the world? Well, Thailand's a nice place, firstly. It's a nice place, it's nice people, it's a beautiful country, there's so many amazing places to go and visit and see and travel around. And moreover, in terms of the professionalism of it and the practicalities of it, it's a great place to start teaching, especially if you haven't got experience before. It's a lot less pressurized than maybe environments like, say, South Korea or China, for example, Japan, where perhaps the workload is a lot heavier, you're expected to be a lot more on the ball, which can be difficult if you have no experience prior to that. So yeah, Thailand is a great way in. It's a great way to ease yourself into the teaching routine, into what's required, and you know, to sort of find yourself and your own methods in that. As well as that, the pay, whilst it isn't very much by Western standards, you know, you're looking at something between maybe like 500 and 700 as your starting rate, roughly. That's in sterling. Over here, that's quite a good rate. That's really very comfortable. You can live a very nice lifestyle. You have enough money to save for things, to take holidays. So yeah, it's not a bad place. And also that Thailand, perhaps more so than some other Asian countries, is quite friendly to Western tourists. It's quite Western friendly in a lot of ways. There are already, as I'm sure many of you will know, a lot of well-established expat communities all over the country. So perhaps you might say it's a little easier to make your way around, a little easier to get around, easier to get help with things. You know, and inevitably you're going to need to ask people for help at some point. When you break down, you need to find a doctor or a special kind of shop. You're more likely to find that kind of help easily in Thailand than you would be in, say, Japan, I think. And if you're really homesick, you can always find somewhere some good Farang food, like bangers and mash or a full English breakfast. You can still get that. Might find that more difficult in Tokyo. It's just a friendly place. It's a nice place. It's quite a welcoming place to start a first teaching job. And ultimately, like a lot of things, but especially it seems here, you really get out what you put in. If you go in with an open mind, an open heart, and are ready to experience new things and you know, work maybe harder than you might have expected, you'll really reap the benefits.